Howdy again. I'm at the edge of the chair because. Oh, can I. Could I maybe. Could. I could maybe scoot in a little further, but she's fat. She's a fat cat. Okay, so, Heather. Because nothing has come out of Candy today. So, Heather.
Getting my certified babysitter's license, learning CPR.
I don't think you need a license for that.
Jade, I want to be clear when I say that the exact same antagonist that and more, that I already explained and went on court record and reported to a judge, and went to law enforcement in every town and reported, and spoke about here online, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook Live, on my personal phone associated with about 7 or 8 different iClouds. They have began to repeat those things since they forced Xavier and I out of my apartment
You were evicted. You lost the apartment. Of course you were forced out, because otherwise you wouldn't have left.
and 55 Granville, apartment number 207, Chicago, Illinois. I have a lease through May of 2027. They did the exact format. They brought people who were not employees of any criminal justice system, were not law enforcement agents, were not judges. They dressed them as if they were judges or police. They told us that we had to go. They filed a fake eviction. I looked at the judge's name. They switched the judge 2 or 3 times. I emailed the sheriffs in a cancel eviction form, and I have those emails as well. And we were in compliance to stay there until May of 2027, when abruptly we were crushed by nepotism and what I can only refer to as incest would be what I would call it.
How?
So it.
Do you know what that is? Like, how? Incest, how? And nepotism, how? You were pushed out by the law.
A space that I have fought tooth and nail to peacefully exist in. I want to go over what I've done every single day since I moved into that apartment. I went to visit my son Weston. Xavier and I did. I tried going to the gym, but I was stalked, harassed, and bullied out of the gym. Despite that fact, they stole fraudulently another approximately 4 months of membership fees, even though I wasn't able to go because I was bullied out of the gym. And today is August, I believe, 16th, 2026, and my name is Heather Gillespie, FTR.
What the hell?
So they follow format where they have.
Hold on.
26, and my name is Heather Gillespie.
My name is Heather Gillespie. And what is that? That's not her name on her wrist. That would be the most vain thing.
FTR. So they follow format where they have been calling me names, attempting to make me feel ugly or fat, or forcing my awareness onto subject matter that I have already given record has caused me to feel insecure or not as good as or less than or ugly or dumb, etc. And they have done absolutely nothing to prevent these individuals from continuing to follow me. They have separated me 2 weeks after they threw me out of my apartment for the second time, unlawfully and without cause. They began to threaten to take away my vehicle, And then they took my Grubhub, DoorDash, Instacart, Uber, and Lyft all offline. So I have not been able to make any money at all. They will not allow me to get a job stripping. They will not allow me to work as a sex worker or escort. They will not allow me to sell drugs. They will not allow me to get a job in an office.
I don't think they can stop you from doing those two things. I think you can just start doing that. I think you can just say, hey, you want to hop in my passenger seat for a little bit? I think you can just do that. It's not the smartest thing to do with complete strangers, but...
will not allow me to work as a CEO. They will not allow me to work as a healthcare consultant. They will not allow me to do any of the things that I have invested the last 40 years of intelligence, education, employment, experience into. Earning is the key word. I was not living in a mansion in the hills. I was not living in a Hinsdale mansion. I was not even living in a small home in Little Italy. I was living in a one single bedroom studio apartment with a bathtub that didn't even have a working shower. Paying over $1,000 a month for that building, or for that apartment. And I woke up every day between 5 and 9 a.m., depending on who was oppressing us that day, what regime was being oppressive that day. And I went directly to my vehicle, took care of my visits, checked on my other 3 children, and then went and worked for a 6 to 14 hour shift every single fucking day. Every single.
And yet, now they disabled your accounts. Why would they do that? If you've been so prolific on all of them, why would they do that?
Single day. Without exception. Period. For the last 4 weeks, I have been subjected to numerous antagonists. I was able to meet a guy who was able to help me with some hope for a different capacity personal driving and assisting position.
Oh, God.
My hope was that I could make ties with affluent individuals, families, celebrities, performers, etc., who fly private and who would be in the area for short periods of stay between 3 and maybe 3 days and 3 weeks, and that I could create contractual agreements with those individuals to be their primary driver, park outside of wherever they stay, take them where they need to go, handle any of their paperwork, handle any of their arguing, handle any of their lines of questioning, paparazzi, handle any of their appearances, handle any of their errands, if they needed groceries, if they needed a toothbrush, if they needed clothing, if they needed a friend, to be the person's everything in an exchange for a fair rate. I deemed a fair rate would be about $5,000 per week.
Yeah, not even. You're not going from homeless to Katy Perry's chauffeur. You're not doing it. You're not doing it.
I incentivized my person at the airport who I was speaking with into allowing me to use him as a reference, or not reference, my apologies, as a referring coworker, if you will, by offering him 20% of all of the work that was paid to me booked through his initial referral, only upon the first referral. So if I made a relationship with someone in which they decided to come to Chicago 7 or 8 times and continue to book with me, he would only get paid on the original introduction, which makes sense, right? He's not my booking agent. In that case, I would be asking him for a referral. Hey, if you tell these people about my service and they book me even for a $300 day, I'll give you $60 of that. How does that sound? 20%. Oh, Heather, that sounds great. What the fuck? Thank you so much. I appreciate your generosity. You mean all I have to do is mention how fucking fabulous you are and you're going to give me $60? Yeah, that's right. Wow. What a great opportunity. Thank you very much. Right? So anyway.
Hard to mention how fabulous you are when you're not all that fabulous.
Nothing has come of that. I've not gotten a single job of that. I've applied at fucking gas stations to work inside of a plastic bubble. I have more than a bachelor's degree of education, 10 plus years in healthcare, consulting, marketing, sales. Go to my website, GoPro Solo. And you can see it on there. Go to my Instagram main page and click on any of my Model Mayhem portfolio. There are a million things that I can do. Some of them I do in a way that's acceptable, but not the best in the demographic. Others of them I do that is the best of anyone who's ever fucking tried. I would argue that being everyone's everything, I am doing a great job. To my children, to...
You have not been your children's anything for a long time. You have not been anything to those kids but an annoying phone call for a long time.
My family, to my employer, to myself, I have always stepped up. Unless there is some very strong external force that is actively not permitting me to do the things I need to do, as in sanctions, can't move my arms and legs type shit. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, you fucking don't, keep it moving. Yeah, that's what's been going on. So I have had to ask strangers like a fucking hype at the fucking gas station for gas money so that I don't run out of gas. Today I was awoken at 5 a.m. by a tow truck in front of my vehicle and moved my vehicle out of the way, and he went and kidnapped someone else's vehicle. Okay? The pain in my chest that I experienced when I opened my eyes, I do not need to go through all of the traumatic situations I have already endured so that I can escape or heal from them. I have already written a deposition and numerous, very lengthy conversations about what cures trauma and post-traumatic stress, as well.
Oh, please. Every one of you people is a doctor. Every one of you. Every one of you fucking cows is a doctor.
What exposure therapy really is. Your fucking scientists or the children that you deemed acceptable parties to creating this solution are fucking idiots. They're the dumbest. They're abusive, they're awful, they're ugly. Keep them away from me. All of the Ernicas, fuck off.
What does that mean?
I formally terminated my relationship with Ernica as a result to gaslighting. I said, quote, in writing, thank you for your service. I will be, hold on,
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
My exact words to Ernica were, I do not consent to this. Please discontinue communication with me immediately. Thank you for your service. That is in writing. Period. I wrote dissertations. I studied trauma. I personally endured and cured myself. If you are looking for someone to practice with, I highly suggest you write a little blog post letting the world know that you have an interest in harming other people so that you can fuck with them to see what works in making them normal again. And then being subjected to the higher power coming down and doing that to you. Get it together or get the fuck off of this planet. There are innocent people who live here. This planet is ruled by civilians, primarily.
No, it isn't. It's ruled by oligarchs. The rich and powerful.
What is the root word in the word civilian?
Civil.
Civil. That means you have to be a good person, meaning you don't fuck with other people. Stop fucking around.
Oh, yeah?
So anyways, back to the discussion where I was telling you guys that it was heartbreaking for me what I was going through with regards to being separated from my family members, specifically, first and foremost, my 4 children, Viviana, Lewis, Alexis, and Weston, and that the reasoning behind it was so skewed and so misrepresented that it has gotten in my way on a number of occasions with regards to seeking external forms of employment or having any stability post that set of circumstances. Now, I told you all, someone was like, no, you don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. You want to be Meryl Streep in the movie Devil Wears Prada. Listen. Or a combination Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, Wolf on Wall Street. Listen.
Did one of your voices say that to you? Did one of your voices say you want to be Wolf on Wall Street or Meryl Streep?
Hear me out. I have said this probably 100,000 times, and I'm going to go ahead and make it 101,000 times. I want to lay in a bed that feels like a cloud with a man who loves me. I want to put my head on his shoulder, and I want to lay right there for a long time until I get so bored of that I wake up, at which point in time I might need to use the restroom or have a little snack or watch a movie, and then I'd like to go back in the same position to sleep on his shoulder. The only time I want to wake up is to go and have, if needed, a little bit of age preservation, or heaven forbid we're running low on any resource, gather the resource. Ideally, he would be able to get the resources himself, and I would not have to worry about that. So, that is what
The injectables are failing. You need money for more injectables.
wanted out of life for the last since this abuse began in 2016 with the David Shepard extortion, where I was extorted by a detective of the law named David Shepard, where he forced me under threat of harm to my children to collect evidence against a group of individuals that Dylan seemed to have a pretty good hook into. Prior to that happening, as you know, I was an office manager and the administrator for Northwestern's Administrative Departments of Endocrine and Rheumatology, specifically the branch of NMFF CLSMA. There were 3 conversions and 3 changes of ownership during the years that I worked there. When I began working there, it was CLSMA, Chicago Lakeshore Medical Associates, at the 676 North St. Clair, Arcus Pavilion. Floor 20, Suite G. My office was just above the Nike checkmark. From Michigan Avenue, you could look up to me and see the Nike checkmark and then my office. Okay? So why doesn't everyone with any questions or nasty shit to say about me do us all a favor and fucking die? Great. Thank you very much. Now that we've got that gone, I can get back to it. So prior to deciding to have a career in healthcare, I wanted to just be a mom and a wife. Go figure, right? How ironic. This is the Courts Plus. How many of you have been present for my discussions, of which I say, you guys have audacity putting my son, Weston, into this grotesque system and putting me into this grotesque system. I said, at 11 years old, I was at this place, Courts Plus, getting my certified babysitter's license.
No, you were not. Not at 11 years old. No, you were not. No, you were not.
Learning CPR, babysitting every child in my peer group, in my family structure, in my social structure. Taking care of my children as the primary custodial parent from the moment of their births all the way until, guess who came home? Dylan. For anyone who believes that I have some unfair obsession with this set of circumstances in my life, I'd like you to understand that this set of circumstances in my life is what fucking destroyed any and all stability that I had. Combine that with the slanderous, unlawful narrative with regards to my mental health or the lack thereof, and you've got yourself bound for a pretty...
The lack thereof of your mental health. Fuck. That's an understatement. So mentally ill, she's got no mental left.
Fucking badass civil lawsuit. Now add in the fact that I have been used as a mole, an intelligent, gathering human being by my government since I was an underage minor and unable to even fucking consent. Sounds like enough for a lawsuit. But rather than getting assistance for any of that, they keep putting me in my fucking car on the side of the goddamn road. And Xavier is sleeping on the fucking sidewalk next to my car. They won't let him in the car.
Why are you stalking him? Why are you stalking him?
He's having some sort of weird issues throughout the night, waking up, fucking freaking out, some sort of identity crisis, trying to open my door, open the trunk. He has nothing in the trunk. He thinks that he does. He's confused. He's irrational. He's turned sexually, weird at times, in a way that I can't protect myself from. So, but I keep asking, do you want to sleep in the car? Do you want to sleep in the car? And they won't let him. Today, a man stopped with his scooter to speak with Xavier and I, and after the tow truck thing, and Xavier looked at him. Xavier is a man, heterosexual. He looked at him with these eyes and like blinking and like eyelashes, and Xavier is not gay. He swears up and down. I've never.
He swears. Okay. Xavier's fucking gay. You have bullied him so hard that he is now gay. And that is fine. It's not fine that you've bullied the shit out of him. Tormented this grown man. That he's now like, you know what? A man never hurt me.
Seen him act gay. He always acts manly.
You've never seen him act gay. His men have. I'm sorry, but his men have.
It's almost as if a woman was playing the role of my husband, Xavier. That's the best way I could describe it. The way she was looking at this guy, I guess he's some famous poker player. And he's gonna go play poker on Michigan Avenue and what did he say? Michigan and 10th, maybe? Later on tonight. He's here for the water show, Aaron Water Show. Yeah, he looks famous. He says he's a famous poker player. His wife doesn't have to work because that's how successful he is at playing poker. Isn't that wild? It's wild, right? I told him I've never played poker before, but that I have played roulette, and I have done pretty well at roulette. I do enjoy a good roulette game every now and again, as long as it's not Russian. Anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys a tour here in my hometown of the Courts Plus. This is where I did most of my childhood here at Elmhurst. The Courts Plus is here. It is the place where I had taken the Babysitters Club licensing, and after what people have done to me with my own children, I gotta tell you, fuck the kids, man. I am tired of being around kids, especially someone else's.
Gee.
Keep all your fucking miserable kids the fuck away from me, please. I'm so tired of kids. I don't want anything to do with them.
Gee. Great. Well, ain't nobody gonna want you to babysit their kids anymore.
Unless they're my own. Don't fucking ask me to babysit for you. Don't come and offer me a job as a nanny, taking care of your fucking kids. They won't even let me see my own kids. You think I want to see your fucking kids, but I can't go see my kids? No, I don't. What else did I want to mention?
Jesus. Heather. Fuck's sake.
I don't know. They seem to steal my friend at the airport who was helping me a little bit. They seem to steal his line of communication to me, and I can sense his tone and contact, and I can sense when it's not him. So that's weird. And then the same thing with Xavier, but Xavier usually speaks in the same context at this point. Just different gender orientations, which is fucking undesirable AF. You have no idea. There is nothing in this world that turns me off sexually more than feeling safe and protected by my husband, and then seeing him look like a little bitch.
Bitch, he was painting his toes in your back seat. Cutting his toenails and then painting them in your back seat. He's not your husband. Definitely not now.
I can't, it's awful for me. Like, it feels fucking, my body rejects it. With that being said, you know that I've always loved the gays. So I don't have any issue with homosexuality, just not for my husband, please and thanks. And what else did I want to mention while I was here?
God.
I don't know. I think that's it. I got Maggiano's last night. Xavier brought me Maggiano's last night. Love you. Thanks, babe. Um, little pieces of Italian sausage with rigatoni and a piece of chicken, breaded chicken. So that was good. I ate half last night and half this morning. I would say that that was the most calories I've had in one single sitting in probably close to 3 months, maybe 6. And I haven't had more than, that in an entire day and about the same. So
God.
I felt really, really heavy.
Oh, that's it. All right. Jeez, oh Pete.
Another fake eviction, of which they bring in some weirdly dressed individual who
Another fake eviction. It's not fake if you really got evicted. Bless me. Perfect. Perfect. Actually. Perfect. Perfect. Please move. Please move. Thank you. Finally sit in the chair. Why does that affect you over here? Whether or not this is charging, why does that mess with you over here? Okay.
is not a cop to pretend like we are evicted. After bringing me to a cancel eviction form, which I have proof of in my email box. So that happened. They forced us to leave. I've been sleeping in my vehicle since 29 or 30 nights ago in Lincoln Park on the side of the road. And they froze my delivery applications and my income approximately 2 weeks after that, 2 weeks ago from the Monday that just passed. I have applied to a number of other jobs. My children, Viviana, Lewis, Alexis, and Weston, have been subjected to a number of situations as a result of me beginning to be extorted by Detective David Shepard, who forced me, through extortion, to engage in gathering evidence for him with the threat of harm to my children if I was non-compliant. That happened in 2016. There is an internal affairs record of all of that.
Golly.
With that being said, as I said and mentioned previously, stop fucking offering me jobs, taking care of your children.
Who is doing that? Who?
I do not. Fuck that. All of my dreams were centered around being a great mother and wife. When I was a little girl, I didn't want to be a doctor. I didn't want to be a lawyer. I didn't want to be a business mogul. I wanted to be a woman who was loved and supported and could pass that love down to her children and do arts and crafts and DIYs, maybe make a little side business on my own on the side from home, be held, be loved, be valued in my household. I never had a desire for the general public to want me, to value me, to see my beauty. Just my husband, who I also thought was beautiful and handsome and charming and amazing and intelligent. I never wanted the rest of the world to desire me.
Jesus.
I don't care about that.
The rest of the world could give two shits about you. You're not any amount of injectables that you do, you're not desirable because of who you are.
Now, in certain situations where you're forced to interact with others, do you want to be undesired there or not? Do you want to be welcome there or do you want to be harmed and ridiculed? The harassment that I began reporting in 2019-20 has been permitted after promises and police reports and going in front of judges and reporting this behavior numbers of times. I would say maybe 6 weeks ago, was permitted to begin once again. I have been harassed, I have been stalked, I have been followed, I have been harmed, I have been name called, I have been stolen from, I have been sexually assaulted, I have been robbed, my safe place has been accessed without my permission, I have been threatened, all in the last 6 years. At my apartment in 1055 Granville, apartment number 207, individuals were permitted to stack boxes in my lobby addressed to GoPro Solo Hobo, Heather Gillespie. I was not permitted to file a number of petitions, as is my right constitutionally in this country, with regards to my youngest son, my 2.5-year-old. I have decided, as I've said before, to move on.
Yeah.
I've called hundreds of lawyers. Hundreds, no.
Move on. You decided just now to move on? Like all of your kids have moved on? Just now.
Plus, I have gone to the courthouse a number of times. I have been unlawfully and unethically accused of things that I've never done. I have been starved of food, while I have to watch my husband or whoever perpetrates my husband on a day-to-day walk into the store and get a bottle of alcohol,
Hey,
a
TDZ.
pack of cigarettes here and there, whatever he wants, he gets, but
Oh, this is shit. This is shit. Immediately, this is shit. This is weird. It's not shit. Somebody likes it. Somebody must like it. How you doing, TDZ?
have been hands put on my body if I try to get food.
Oh,
I've been forced to beg strangers or ask strangers.
the reason your husband gets whatever he wants is because he's used to being homeless. He knows how to make money on the low, on the road. Oh, you just finished that? Yeah, she's gonna die. It shouldn't be that way. You know, it shouldn't be every medical thing that happens to her, I'm like, yeah, that's gonna kill her. She's gonna let it kill her. But that is the way I think. Any little sniffle could be her last because she doesn't go to the doctor. She doesn't take any medicine. She doesn't do anything really to better herself medically. Or in any way, period, let's be honest.
Very politely and nicely for gas money. I was promised multiple jobs, including but not limited to healthcare consulting, working at a gas station in an enclosed space that was deemed safe with bulletproof glass. I have had my identity stolen a number of times. My social security card has been stolen so many times that the United States government said, Heather, if this happens 3 more times, we will never issue you another social security card as long as you live.
Ah!
That is the truth. I am sharing truth. Everything I have said is truth. If I have 4 children, Viviana, Lewis, Alexis, Weston, and I'm not being permitted to raise my own children, since...
Do you know why they said that? Do you know why they probably said that? Because at this point, if this has happened several times, they probably think you're passing it out to people. They probably think you're like helping illegals get identities in the US. Or some shit.
2019, upon Dylan's release from the IDOC inmate number Y12173, I have not been permitted to reside with or even go and pick up my children and take them to school. My Cadillac CTS was stolen unlawfully, unethically, and sold at auto auction after I made the final payment on it. I have been harassed in the street, stalked in the street, name-called, humiliated, forced by external control. If you know, you know, and if you don't, please keep it moving. To literally lose control of my bladder in public. The list of things that I have been abused by are very long. I have no criminal record. I have tried every legal avenue for work. They have refused to allow me to work legally. I have tried to work as a stripper. They won't let me. I have tried to work again as an escort. They won't let me.
What do you mean?
I have tried again to work as a fucking drug dealer. They won't let me.
Nobody can stop you from dealing drugs. Not initially. Nobody can stop you from hooking. Not initially.
So they won't let me work in a medium minimum wage job. They won't let me do deliveries. They won't let me drive. They won't let me be a stay-at-home mother to my children. They only let me drive if I beg other people for gas money. I've applied at the mall. I've applied at independent businesses. I've applied at the grocery store. I've applied at fast food restaurants. I've applied at 5-star, Michelin star restaurants. I've applied at medical offices.
Oh yeah, 5-star restaurants are really gonna let a hobo do anything at their establishments. At some of the places you're trying to apply, if you're not 20 years old with 30 years experience, you're not working there.
Applied at gas stations. I've applied every fucking where that you can think of to apply. After approximately 6 months of being forced to starve, some days 0 meals, nothing to drink. Some days 1 meal. I'm weighing in at 123 pounds. I am 5'9".
How do you weigh yourself?
Anyway, I do love children. You know, I think they're fucking great. Their innocence, their naivety, I think it's one of their most endearing qualities. I think it's one of the qualities that makes an adult in crisis feel the safest. In crisis as in emotional turmoil. Maybe you just had a divorce and your child comes over to your house and, I mean, please use common sense here, okay? Let's only allow this to be consumed in context, in chronological order of the way I've spoken it, and by individuals with more than 1/4 of a brain cell working. Please.
What?
If you are lonely or by yourself, when I first separated from my ex-husbands and my children would come home from school and say something so naive and innocent, you know, and I would be feeling so sad and alone, and in that moment, when they say that thing or do that thing or they just want to play or, you know, whatever it is, you forget about all of the rest of everything for a moment, you know, and I think that that's a beautiful thing. With that being said, I have absolutely no desire to do any work with any child that is not my own if my situation with regards to being able to parent my children has not resolved. Why would you approach me in the
It has resolved. It has. Ugh.
street to offer me a job driving children around, taking
Be a bus driver. Dude, get your CDL. Well, no, don't. But if you did, you could do that.
care of your kids? What the fuck? What else did I say in the last video that they attempted to destroy?
How about fuck your kids? You said that. How about I don't fuck with your kids?
Well, I'll just continue to repeat, I do not consent to this. It is unlawful for any individual to be without acceptable housing, and it is unlawful to force a person into the street without a house to live in, especially a person who's been going to work 7 out of 7 of the last 2.5 years of their life, who has no criminal record, who has done nothing wrong, who doesn't fucking deserve to be treated this way.
You must have a criminal record. At this point in your life,
You can check out my new website, GoPro Solo. I'm doing AI integration on that website. I've listed all of the services that I have available, and it will be in the little info bar at the top of the Instagram that I'm currently using. I want to remind you all that even if you delete my videos, there is a digital footprint of them. So all of my accounts, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anything that I've ever created or curated there, it's there, even if you can't see it. So when you go and you start telling lies to people, it might work for a few minutes, but the record will be set straight. That is a promise. That is a 1,000,000%, without a single doubt, promise. There will be a reconciliation for each and every one of you. So anyways, back to my dreams of what I wanted to do as a child. Let's talk about what I want right now. I want to be in the arms of my husband, who I am both physically, mentally, and financially attracted to, who I can trust.
excuse me? You're financially attracted to Xavier?
John, believe it. I'd like to lay in his arms, in the crook of his shoulder, until I can no longer bear it, until I'm so bored of doing so that I have no choice but to get up. Maybe I'll need to use the restroom, maybe I'll need to go and grab a snack, and then maybe I'll come back and spend a few more days or weeks there. I do not want anything else other than that right now. In the absence of my ability to have that, I would like a lot of fucking money. A safe place to live. And to guarantee you that all of this harassment, stalking, following, false narratives, slander, assaults, fill in the blank, any undesirable treatment, I would like it to stop. Ernika Fairley is not my therapist anymore. Thank you for your asking. I formally let her go. I did send her a message letting her go that I did not consent to the way in which she was interacting with me, and that I thanked her for her service, and that I discontinued her service at that time. There is no court order that says I have to do any fucking thing. There.
I mean, there is. But you just won't see your fucking kid. There is a court order. And you can go against that. You just won't see your fucking kid. Ever again.
There's a court order that says if I want to actively visit my child Weston, I have to ... But my visits have been gone since April, so look at that. That means I've been compliant to every demand that has been made of me, including but not limited to 2.5 years of therapy, drug rehab courses. I'm not an addict, never have been. Parenting classes, parenting coaching, and a number of other things.
Excuse me.
I am done with all of it. All of the lawyers, all of the advocates, all of the law enforcement agencies, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, who are aware of all of the details of these sets of circumstances and what's gone on, there will be reconciliation. The record will be corrected. I promise you it will.
The ledger stands.
It always is. There's no time since the internet became a thing that the truth is too far out of reach to obtain. God forbid we start discussing extraction technology where people's minds and memories are subjected to external third-party observation. You can't even have a fucking thought with the technology we've got in the market today without us being able to tell if you're full of shit or not. Proceed with caution. Be careful. So anyway, when I was a little girl, I didn't have plans to be a doctor or a lawyer or any of that. I had plans to become a mother and a wife. And so when I was 11 years old, possibly 12, I think 11. I think it was 11 to take the course, 12 to legally begin babysitting. I came here to the Courts Plus.
Brother, what did you bring me? Why are you squaring up right now? You're not going to win that fight. Sit back down.
Elmhurst. And I took a course to become a certified babysitter. Oh, what else have I tried for employment? I went to the airport and started creating relationships with individuals who work at the airports. And I offered them a 20% referral. Any and all clients that they refer me for personal assisting / personal driving. So if someone comes into town for a week, I go pick them up, bring them to their hotel or their safe space to live. I stay on call for that week. I do any paperwork that they need, any errands that they need, any groceries that they need. I'm everything to that individual. I spent $5,000 a week, and I offered the person $1,000 of that for the referral, 20%. And nothing has come of that yet. So I have been, kind of pouring into relationships. Xavier has been dog walked all over town. I mean, he has been, today the guy who came to discuss, I don't know what he came to talk to us about. He was going to the Aaron Waters show. He was a professional poker player. He drove up and pulled up right in front of us this morning. And Xavier began looking at him like he was in love. And I felt so grossed out. I've never been more grossed out than I'm caused to feel when I see my husband or significant other look like that. And I've seen it more times than my stomach can fucking handle. And Xavier...
Your man is cock hungry. Your man no longer likes you. No longer loves you, no longer likes you.
It's not gay, and none of them are supposedly gay, right? So what causes that, huh? What would cause that? Listen to your favorite music performers' songs. Listen to how many of them have lyrics about when they take control. Apply a literal sense.
Oh, she's zoning out.
Anyways.
Oh. Unbelievable.
I would like everyone involved in fucking with me over the last 10 years to be indicted.
You cannot have the food. It's garlic. I don't even think that's another thing that you can't have. It's very garlic heavy. And it's very mushy. I don't even know what it is that was brought back to me. Hey, you coming? Come on. Come on. Oh, God. Keep her going. Oh shit. Trip over a root. Oh shit, dude. Come on, bud. Hello again, Steve. Come on. There's mosquitoes out here. Excuse me. Ow, dude. Move it. Thank you. What was for dinner, Stephen? Thank you. Depending on how late I stay up, dinner might be that other chicken sandwich. Of course, what time is it? It's almost 8. It's almost 8, so I could take my pills if I felt so inclined. Excuse me.
Permitted to pursue
Heather, yes. Looking just radiant as ever. She's aging fast. It's 'cause her fucking injectables are wearing off.
happiness as is deemed my constitutional right in this country, the United States.
It's like a witch under like an ageless spell. You remove that spell and she just shrivels. I thought it was just the stress. That's probably not helping either. The Adderall, the duster, the stress, the Botox failing.
Of America. I would like advocacy, support, and resources with regards to what in the fuck I am supposed to be doing to earn an income so that I can feed myself and put gas in my car and pay my bills. And God forbid, I say it, send my children money when they need it, which is my responsibility.
No, it isn't. You have not, let me say it again. You have not been anything to your children but an annoying phone call for 6 fucking years. You have been nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
This has been. I think I told you guys also yesterday when I looked up there where I took video of this as well. Military style formations of individuals.
Do you think her kids watch her stream? I hope not, but 50-50. I hope not. I know the 2-year-old doesn't. But I think her youngest, other than that, is like 12. So maybe. With the oldest, probably.
Jogging. I couldn't jog if you dragged me. When I was in cross country, I used to hide in the bushes. When everyone would run, I would just run the first lap, hide in the bushes, and then pop out when they were on their last lap. I was a triple jumper, not a fucking runner. A sprinter, if anything. I was also a swimmer. Competitively. I was also a gymnast. I also played basketball, volleyball, soccer, baseball, dodgeball, Red Rover. So.
Did you play Red Rover competitively? Actually, with how Red Rovers played, I think everybody played that shit competitively.
just so everyone knows. I want to go on the record and off as saying that there are a list of jobs that I would willingly do any day of the week, and I would do them better than most of you. Okay? I have done almost every job that we have here in this country, and I would do them again in a heartbeat for a fair living wage. And in the absence of a fair living wage, I would like to
Shovel shit in the kennel. Shovel shit in the kennels. Better than me. With your fucking fake ass nails. And your fucking used to wearing heels bitch ass feet. The first time you slip in piss, you're gonna freak out and quit.
be on the record as saying I am being oppressed. I am not being permitted the opportunity to make any money unless I
Nothing screams athleticism like hiding in bushes. She's skinny as fuck, but she's thinking like a fat kid.
ask strangers in the street for my needs to be met. This is unlawful, it is unethical, it is inhumane, and it is not sustainable. My name is Heather Gillespie. Heather Gillespie Smith is my name in some circles. I have been referred to as Coco by many. I used to run a blog called My Friends Call Me Coco. Coco Chanel YSL is the distinction. There are also circles that refer to me as Chanel. If you know my nickname as Coco, I probably likely knew you prior to 2020. If you know my nickname as Chanel, I probably likely met you and made a relationship with you after 2020. If you know me as Heather, you could be anyone. There are no other aliases. It's just, that's what it is. Coco Chanel YSL, Chanel, Coco, Heather, Heather Gillespie, Heather Gillespie Smith, Heather Smith. That's it.
What did your men know you as? What do your men know you as? Coco?
There are no other names. With regards to exposure therapy, if you are not a licensed, certified person who has either suffered from PTSD for 10 plus years with
Cum
a
rag.
qualifying medical fucking record and doctor testimony to prove that you have, get the fuck off my line and stop fucking with me. I already wrote a deposition about how to cure PTSD. There is no one who knows more about curing my PTSD and many other people's PTSD than me. Fuck off. Stop following me around. Stop antagonizing. Stop triggering. Stop making the insinuation that someone's gonna rape me if they're not. Stop making the insinuation that someone's gonna fly me to Jamaica and abandon me if they're not. It's not funny, and it's not a form of exposure therapy. It's a form of unlawful.
That one kind of turns me on a little bit. That voice? That voice? Just a little bit. Sounds like a pole grinder. It does. And it is.
Harassment. Stop doing it.
Makes me pee a little. We love a bitch with some vocal fry.
individual that is talking shit all the time to fucking die. I mean that in no uncertain terms. I would like them to fucking die. To die.
Oh, yeah.
To be dead.
Yeah, say it real ominous again.
I am the happiest I've been today. I can't even tell you how long. I feel much better being permitted to describe and explain all of the ways that the innocent third parties have been permitted to cause me harm than I would if I had to sit around denying that they were doing so. So thank you to the oppressive authority in this set of circumstances who won't let me go get a job or give me a bunch of money, but who will allow me to share truth about the individuals who are fucking with me. Thank you very much.
What was for fucking dinner, Steve? What did you make?
To the Courts Plus Elmhurst, thank you for making me a certified babysitter at the age of 11, teaching me CPR, and giving me the legal protection I needed to begin being a certified babysitter at age 12 years old. I have actually been taking care of children since I was 12 years old. That is 28 years. But I want to remind everyone who's concerned, I've had thousands of milliliters of Juvederm, Restylane, Revanesse, Botox, as well as an apparatus installed through this opening in my forehead that keeps me looking young and sharp. I have an agreement with the authority that I will never age in youthfulness, mindset, or appearance to any age over 29. AI integration, GoPro Solo. I am the founder, Heather Gillespie, Coco Chanel YSL, Coco Chanel, Heather Smith, whatever name you know me by. I don't do any fraud with that account. I don't do anything unlawful with that account. I offer services to local businesses. So far, I have pursued multiple med spas, entertainment industry businesses, as well as contractors and subcontractors.
Oh. Toast
Website
with
development,
cinnamon
business
brown
development,
sugar
new
butter.
business implementation,
Ah.
AI implementation. I do not use automation. Automation has been deemed inappropriate for certain circumstances. Sending an email might be something automation makes acceptable. Having a prompt like when you push this button, it takes you to this page might be an acceptable way to use automation. But with regards to entire businesses being autonomous to third-party intervention or scrutiny, as well as going in an automated format to collect money, there are way too many risks to allow automation in a full functioning business. You must have some sort of safety net. If you understand, then you do, and if you don't, then you don't. I'm not a teacher. I'd much rather be a cop or an investigator or an FBI agent or a woman in black than a teacher.
If you were a cop, you wouldn't last long. If you were a cop in Chicago, no, just Popeyes. So I had one while I was watching the shit show. And depending on how long I stay up, I'm gonna have the other one later tonight. This is after my pills. But if I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I could have gone fancier, but nah. 2 for 1. Can't get better than that. Their biscuits are good? Yeah, they are. They're dry as shit, but They hit your stomach like a bowling ball and they stay there, which is nice sometimes.
Don't tell me I don't have patience. I've been waiting to buy a house and marry my husband
Hi, road rage. Excuse me.
and take a fucking nap in his arms since I was 14 years old. Patience is not the problem here.
Oh yeah, get mad. Get real mad.
Now they're doing a race war. They're trying to say that because I listened to several Kanye West songs this morning, my entire personality has been taken over by evil. Yes, it is. The United States is a civilization of civil individuals. That's where police, FBI agents, and other justice providing teams get a need for their jobs. Because in the event that someone is behaving in a way that is not considered civil, i.e., locking a woman without a safe home, house, away from the ability to earn income, subjecting her to various torture.
Just because I bought her Monster instead of C4. Ah, shit, you're trying to kill her. That much caffeine, you're trying to kill her.
And authoritative and non-authoritative presences that have been deemed harassing in nature. So here on Earth, those behaviors wouldn't be permitted.
And no, the United States is not a civilization. It's a country. It's a civilized country. But civilization is... it's more complicated than just being a country.
On the moon.
We were technically civilized the moment there was farming.
No one would even do that. They would never even do that on the moon. It's so different. It's like you even need rules on the moon because no one even tries to do anything bad. They don't want to. They have everything they need. They don't even want to.
Baby, nobody's on the moon. Nobody's on the moon. I can't... There's nobody on the moon. There's rocks on the moon. You're right, rocks don't want to break the law. Oh, she's zoning out again.
Anyways, to the poker player I was discussing this morning, he was going to the Air and Water Show. He said he had a poker game with some Asians that make $5 billion a year or something like that. He said it was on the 71st floor of a building on the corner of Michigan Avenue and I think 10th. What is that over there? What would that be? Because there are no buildings that are 71 stories tall on 10th in Michigan. Maybe he's confused. Maybe he means the NEMA building on the corner of Roosevelt and Indiana. That would be my guess. Anyways, that sounded like fun to me. I told him I've never played poker. He has a wife. She doesn't have to work because he's been so successful in his poker playing. Lucky. But I said I would do roulette every now and again, as long as it's not Russian, you know.
You know.
I haven't really been able to do anything fun or rewarding or that makes me happy for many, many days. Many, 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 many days. I want to have sex with my husband in my house. I want to walk around my house naked eating food, watching TV without any negative repercussions for watching or laughing at something that the higher power thinks is offensive. I want to be free in thought. I want to have enough money in the bank that I can do anything I want whenever I want to.
He does need to stream. He does need to stream. People like him. He's not the greatest of guys by a long shot. But I want to see how he makes his money. I know how he makes his money, but I want to see it. Because she says he can walk into anywhere and just get whatever he wants. Because he knows how to make money out there. He knows how to make money out there. Heather knows how to make money out there. She just won't do it. As if she hasn't done it already. She won't do it. She needs to give Xavier back his phone so that he can stream.
Anyway. All the rich people have been missing for quite some time. When I go to Bentley Gold Coast, which, yes, I have to leave the city of Chicago by the 17th or the morning of the 18th. Because they've been extorting me for tickets that have been paid since 2018 or 19. And then they said that they were not paying out on sanctions tickets and that I didn't have any responsibility to that. So I have to be gone by the 17th or the 18th from Chicago with no job and no income. Isn't that funny? I don't know if Xavier's going to come with me.
He's not.
I asked him to, but he's been like checked in and out lately, and it's my perception that given everything else they've done, they're attempting to re-curate or replay all of the painful, awful, terrifying, awful, unenjoyable, awful, unethical, unlawful, unconstitutional things that have already been done to me. All of this started and I took a road trip to Florida. And they stranded me there and stole my car.
Baby, the second you leave Chicago, your boyfriend is going to go right back to Boys Town and be a real pretty girl. I don't know why you're trailing him.
Sold it at auto auction in, I don't even know, I think Georgia.
Okay, Steve. Sleep well.
They brought it back to Chicago. I filed multiple police reports. They said this car was to replace that car. Then they started making me pay $1,200 a month for it. Anyway, I love my children. I love my parents. I love my family. No one is perfect. But I'm pretty fucking close.
Jesus. No one's perfect, but I'm pretty fucking close, huh? No one's perfect, but I'm pretty fucking close.
think you're gonna get away with calling yourself good supporters and good subscribers when you sit here and you just do nothing? You sit there and you let them mock you, mock me, do whatever, right? We won, we took all your money, we took the food out of your mouth, we did all that, right? Came on here and falsely accused me of a bunch of bullcrap, and it made you all look stupid. And so I threw every single one of you right in the garbage. I threw every single one of you right in the garbage for it because you followed suit also. You sat in here and played the game and did nothing to help, and then judged me on my attitude, on my behavior, when you helped me out with nothing. Give me just enough to sit there and keep me there, to play your little game so you can sit here and do what you're doing until I stopped it. And how I stopped it, I got rid of all of you. And I'm gonna get good subscribers and good supporters in here. Or you ain't gonna fucking be in here, man. You're gonna be out of there.
Get bent. Get fucking bent.
Fuck you. I'm gonna become.
Robbie admits.
How's those fucking paid subscribers, Hatman and Emma? You pay for subscribers. That's 100%. Look at your ratio from videos to fucking subscribers. You pay for your subscribers.
Yeah, no, I've never paid for my subscribers, and I never would because subscribers don't matter on YouTube. It's your watch hours and your engagement. And
That's
I
true.
have plenty of both. And anyone, yeah, can go check my ratios. I get lots of likes, I get plenty of views, I get tons of comments. So no, I've never. So you need to make up your mind. Do I have 7,000 people coming after you, or am I now buying the subscribers?
Can't pick.
No, I
You
never
can't
have.
pick.
But you have, haven't you, Robbie? You have. Let's listen to you admitting it.
He paid for all of them in Thailand.
If you go onto my TikTok, you can see, man, you can see it. You can see, like, I'm still processing it, guy. Just the fact that I had sat on there for 2 years talking to myself. I want to explain this to you. Everywhere I went in the Philippines, doing stuff with all the restaurants, everything, all the community, on my own money, it was all fake, man. It's fake. So this is what I noticed, okay? It's not just region, since we can talk about this now. When I was in Thailand, I get no views unless I paid for them. The Philippines, I got no views unless I paid for them. I have every single receipt to prove that, actually. Same thing in the USA. Before with TikTok here,
Brother.
even there, we were always paying for views.
Brother.
I got through the promotion program. I'm an example that it doesn't work. Yeah, obviously, I couldn't even get a donation for one single kid or anything that I was doing in Thailand.
So not only do you admit to being cringe as fuck, buying all of your subscribers and
Buying all
all
of
of your views on TikTok, ew, but you also admit that you helped no one. You didn't raise a single dollar for
Not a single peso. Not a single baht.
children in Thailand, and everything was fake that you put on that account.
Brother.
Good job, Robbie.
Attaboy.
So now this whole I need to get back to Thailand, I need to help impoverished children, it's just a con. And it proves that it's just a con. You're so fucking cringe. Okay, bye.
He would get stuck there. He would get stuck in Thailand where there is no weed. Well, I don't know. I don't know Thailand. I don't know Thailand, but I can in a moment. I sure can in a moment. Marijuana laws in Thailand. Uh-huh. Ah. Recreational use, no. Cannabis flower is a controlled herb. Mm. Purchasing it requires a prescription from a licensed medical professional, which I doubt he could get. I doubt he could get. God. God. Fuck. He's live right now.
I'm fucking well over a fucking 1,000. That shit was almost a 2,000. For real, almost a fucking 2,000 and nothing. And no amount of time. See if I can fucking break that record on this one. They don't know what's even paying me. They should have stayed away from my account, because the more they come in here, the more it's paying me. It is too, slowly but surely, it adds up, man, for sure. I didn't think it would, but it does. You don't get a conversation. Trolls have to pay only. Trolls don't get conversations, only good people.
You don't get conversation. They don't want conversation. They want fucking... They want you to rage, and they're getting you to rage. They're getting the reaction. That's all they want, reaction.
You can fucking just peg that motherfucker all you want, dude. Go for it. Hey, you know, some people have to learn the hard way, you know? See? Hey? Some people have to learn the hard way. Wonder who's going to be the next victim, or they think their victim is. Because I mean, this one, dude, you didn't victimize shit. I've had you since day one. Fucking hustling, dude. Fucking hustled the shit out of these fucking trolls, just like I am now. They can't even come in here without a notice. You have to pay to come in here.
No, you don't. Because I'm watching right the fuck now. And if it was members only, I wouldn't be able to.
They get one fucking sentence. Otherwise, they have to make it in their profile or their pan fucking handle fucking name and come on here. That's it. Something pretty good. Otherwise, you stay out of here. It doesn't matter, because a good person isn't going to get shit right now, because they know what I'm doing. I'm just going to get rid of it. I'll eliminate you. Oh, you gotta try not to come in here right now. Look at, there's just like weak numbers right now, 12. Oh my God, he's fucking right. Yes, I am. The last one was 1,200. Yeah, I sure am.
So when you get to Thailand, or the Philippines, what the fuck is the plan? You gonna scam some Filipino for a ride back to the US, and then back and forth and back and forth on no money? Or you get to Thailand and you become just another broke ass tourist? What's the fucking plan?
Come on in here. Keep coming on in here. Keep coming doing that. You're just paying me, man. Keep coming on in here. Keep doing that. You do know they can send me supers and all that other fucking stuff, right, on my videos, right? This is all I do. You're right, because this is my job. This is all I do. You're correct. First smart fucking thing I've heard you say. First fucking smart thing I heard you say all day. For real. You're right. This is all I get. You're correct. First fucking intelligent thing out of your mouth.
Wear your hat right. Wear your hat right, or don't wear it. You know what I mean? Because, where's my other hat? Because this shit is ridiculous.
There's nothing going on, people. You're out of here, man.
This shit is ridiculous.
Ain't no people in here for you, man. In my people, there's no people in here for you. Who are you addressing, man?
Those are my people. You don't have any people. You have some poor sap that gives you cigarettes and weed and sandwiches. And you stay in an old man's shit shack fucking trailer until he dies, and then what will you do?
Terrible. You just took the walk of motherfucking shame right now, man. You come in here, hey people, hi, fucking groupie, fucking ass dumbasses. I'm fucking you too, man. Same people, man. Same people.
Yeah.
Love to be banned, man. Right off the fucking gate. Straight up. I'm gonna fuck with your emotions too. Ban, unban, ban, unban, unban, ban, unsubscribers, all sorts of shit. Fuck with your words, filter, all of it. Fuck on the fucking mumble, fucking jumbo, you the fuck up. This shit, I'm gonna do this to you. That's all you get. I'm gonna do that all day, every day.
Robbie, you're a fucking nothing old man.
You can't even put it together either because I fucking defined and filtered all your words. Understand how that one went? You like how that goes?
I can't imagine being 50. Late 40s, early 50s.
Glad to see you're still here. Thank you. See if I can get up to another fucking 1,000 right now and get paid for it. See if we can get up to another 1,000. See how well they can do it. I'm kind of weak right now. Kind of weak. Because everything after 1,000 I'm getting paid for it. Come on in here. Come on in here because you're just going to be making me money at this point. Yeah, they add up after a while, don't they? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh.
He's live right now. Let's see what he's doing. He's doing a whole lot of nothing. Grand. Grand. Go fuck yourself, asshole. Go fuck yourself. May your channel fizzle. You know, with no interaction, how is bro gonna get anything done? there's, there's a reason. There's a reason I only like, they don't even have a clue.
This is what's not gonna remain, man. Sit here.
You just watch and do nothing and judge me, so we aren't friends until it's changed. It's not going to change. You're an idiot. You're too old to be as dumb as you are. Oh, and who's Aggressive Defiance is doing Ryan Anderson. Interesting.
Cameras. They gonna see that.
She'll be on here like Friday, guys. She'll tell you a story. She's not very good with talking. She'll be alright. And I introduce you to some of my friends. All I gotta do is take her out karaoke. She's done. They're all at home.
Is it gonna press charges or she gonna pay me?
You're gonna forget about it. I swear to. You're already texting her.
Shoot. No, I text him to tell her that.
Yeah.
The person that introduced me, because if you would have never introduced me, then that would have never happened.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have to like analyze everything to the T, because I don't even socially, I'm really like what is it? They keep to themselves.
Oh, shit. I very much doubt that he'll be doing much. Well, okay. It's not that late at all. So, I very well may be back. I very well may be back. So, I will say peace for now, and I'll be back in a couple hours. See you then, everybody.